In our Health Watch this morning, in the middle of this recession, the last thing you want to do is waste money by throwing away food unnecessarily. But the truth is the average family of four throws out more than 120 pounds of food per month. And some of that food may have more life in it than the sell-by date would lead you to believe. Rebekah George is an editor at Prevention magazine. She's here with the inside scoop this morning in expiration dates, which is a fascinating subject because we've all reached in to the fridge and seen that the milk says April 15th.
And you think, oh no, I have nothing to eat. But you do, actually. You can extend the shelf life of your foods.
Okay, so if the shelf life says, if you reach in, the milk says April 18th today, what do?
You can keep it for 1 week past the sell-by date. So there's a few things you want to do to ensure it doesn't spoil. When you're shopping for milk in the grocery store, make it the last thing you buy, because otherwise you're pushing around the cart and it's exposed to the warmer air, and that's going to make it spoil faster. And also, when you store it, keep it in the back of the refrigerator, not on the shelf door. Exactly.
Same thing with eggs and yogurt and cheese, other things that...
Same things apply. Eggs are going to last you about 3 to 4 weeks past their sell-by date.
Oh, okay.
And the same thing with hard cheeses, 3 to 4 months past their sell-by date. But you want to be sure to wrap it in moisture-proof foil or a container. And of course, if it gets moldy, which cheese is mold, don't be afraid, just trim off a half section beyond the mold.
Does it make a difference wrapping cheese in this versus tin foil, for example?
You want to look for moisture-proof foil or a moisture-proof container.
Okay, and then lunch meats?
Lunch meats will last you 3 to 5 days past their sell-by date, but you have to remember, once you open that seal, that's when it starts to take effect.
Okay, let's move from the fridge quickly to the freezer. We're talking about some meats here and ice cream.
Meats will actually last you, like poultry and beef and roasts, 1 year past their sell-by date. But you have to keep your freezer set at 0. For every 5 degrees higher than that, it cuts their shelf life in half.
And ground beef might last for less than these.
Ground beef lasts less, about 2 to 3 months.
Okay, ice cream?
Ice cream. Does anyone leave their ice cream? Is that really a problem?
Always eating it with freezer burn.
It actually lasts 2 to 4 months, but in my house it lasts about 2 hours.
Okay.
So anyway, let's move on to the pantry.
We'll go to the pantry. Yeah, sugar, any kinds of sugar basically, and pasta for that matter.
That's right. A lot of these products don't have a shelf life, but they can last you about a year. You just want to make sure they look fresh, and of course smell them before you use them. Make sure they have a nice fresh odor.
Okay, also in the pantry or down on the counter, olive oil,
Olive oil
spices.
will last you about 6 months once you break the seal. If you break the seal, it will last you about half that time. With ground spices, they will last 6 months. The fresh herbs and spices, 1 year you can keep them. Okay,
we end up keeping them for years and years, but you're saying replace them a little more often before the mold grows and everything else.
Clean it out, do a little spring cleaning in the pantry.
Finally, canned goods.
Yes.
People think these are good forever. Are they?
Well, not forever, but 2 to 5 years. So it's a good idea to stock up on them, and then you'll always have something fresh in your pantry.
If you're keeping these around, replace them every 2 to 5 years.
Exactly. So not a lifetime, but a little while.
Rebekah George, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, for more tips on keeping your foods fresh, you can go to our partner in health coverage, webmd.com, and search for Storing Food.